10 disturbing facts about ancient Japan. First, infanticide. Infanticide. In certain periods of ancient Japan, especially during times of famine or economic hardship, infanticide was practiced. Unwanted infants, often girls or those born into poor families, were sometimes abandoned or killed shortly after birth. First, slavery. Slavery existed in ancient Japan, where individuals could be bought, sold, or inherited as property. Slaves were often prisoners of war, criminals, or individuals who had fallen into debt bondage. Third, prostitution. Prostitution was prevalent in ancient Japan, particularly in urban centres such as Kyoto and Edo, modern-day Tokyo. Women from lower social classes or those sold into servitude were often forced into prostitution to repay debts or support their families. Fourth, animal cruelty. Animals were sometimes subjected to cruelty in rituals or for entertainment purposes. For example, there are historical accounts of animals being tortured or killed in ceremonies to appease gods or to provide entertainment at festivals. Fifth, persecution of Christians. During the Edo period, 1603-1868, Christianity was outlawed and Christians faced severe persecution. Believers were forced to renounce their faith or face torture and execution, often by crucifixion or burning at the stake. Sixth, mutilation as punishment. Besides death, mutilation was a common form of punishment in ancient Japan. This could include cutting off limbs, ears or noses, branding or other forms of disfigurement that served as both punishment and a mark of shame. Seventh, cannibalism. There are historical accounts suggesting that cannibalism occurred during periods of extreme famine or as a form of ritualistic practice in ancient Japan, although such instances were likely rare and exceptional. Eighth, forced marriages and concubinage. Women in ancient Japan had limited rights and were often subjected to forced marriages or taken as concubines by powerful men. They could face abuse, neglect, or even be discarded once they were no longer useful. Ninth, poverty and destitution. Poverty was widespread among lower social classes in ancient Japan, leading to high rates of crime, homelessness, and desperation. Those who fell into debt or were unable to support themselves often faced harsh consequences. 10th, treatment of the elderly and disabled. Elderly individuals or those with disabilities often faced neglect or abandonment in ancient Japan. They were sometimes viewed as burdens on their families or communities and were left to fend for themselves. These facts highlight some of the darker aspects of ancient Japanese society, reflecting the hardships, inequalities, and moral complexities of the time. While these practices may seem disturbing today, they were considered acceptable or even necessary in the context of ancient Japanese culture and beliefs. It's important to understand them within their historical and cultural contexts, rather than through modern moral lenses. That's the facts for today. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for videos like this.